Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about how to migrate to Canada. Before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Immigration to Canada is not a simple process. There are numerous steps that must be completed in order to be successful in applying for and receiving approval for Canadian immigration. Aside from that, the process can take several months or even several years in some cases. However, if you are aware of the options available to you, you can increase your chances of success while avoiding pitfalls, frustrations, and delays. You can learn how to immigrate to Canada in a variety of ways, including through permanent residence, employment, travel, and even study in Canada. How to immigrate to Canada in 2022. 5 alternatives for getting a green card in Canada. Number 1. Express Entry Program. Express Entry is a Canadian immigration program that allows immigrants to live and work in Canada as a skilled worker as part of the Federal Immigration Program. CIC will be able to assess, recruit, and select immigrants who are skilled and possess the relevant qualifications under federal economic immigration programs as a result of the new system, which will be implemented in the coming months. Program for Federal Skilled Workers, FSWP. The Federal Skilled Trades Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSTP. This class is known as the Canadian Experience Class, CEC. Individual provinces and territories will be able to use the Express Entry system in order to recruit suitable candidates as part of their provincial nominee programs, allowing them to meet the needs of the labor market. Number 2. Family Class Sponsorship. The principle of family reunification continues to be a cornerstone of Canadian immigration policy. Families in Canada have the option of sponsoring their relatives who wish to relocate permanently to the country. In order to be eligible to sponsor your relative, you must be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of the country. You can also sponsor your spouse and children under the age of 22 if they live with you. There are some exceptions to this. At this time, there is no longer an option to sponsor your parents or your grandparents. You can, however, bring them into Canada if you qualify for the Super Visa category. Number 3. LMIA Work Visa. Many applicants for Canadian immigration first obtain job offers in Canada, after which they apply for a work visa and, finally, immigrate to Canada on the basis of their employment. Securing a Canadian job offer, having the Canadian employer apply for an LMIA through Service Canada, and then applying for a work permit after the LMIA is approved are all steps in the LMIA procedure. This is a time-consuming process, but it has the potential to result in Canadian permanent residence. Number 4. The Provincial Nominee Programs, PNP. The Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, is becoming an increasingly popular method of immigration to Canada. Alberta, Ontario, British Columbia and other Canadian provinces have developed their own immigration programs, which often result in a more expedited immigration process than the federal government. However, applicants for the PNP category are generally required to reside in the respective provinces after they arrive in Canada, which is a requirement in most cases. Furthermore, in order to qualify for most PNPs, an employer in Canada must make an offer of employment. Number 5. Canadian Investor Immigration. Those with significant net worth who have owned or managed businesses in foreign countries are eligible to apply for the investor category. By allowing experienced business people to invest in the Canadian economy, they are helping to contribute to the overall growth and prosperity of the entire country. In Canada, there are essentially 2 types of investor programs: the Federal Investor Program and the Quebec Investor Program. For both programs, applicants must have a high net worth and make a significant investment in an approved investment fund over the course of a 5-year period. Requirements that are somewhat similar. Immigrant investors are allowed to bring their spouses and children with them as dependents on their applications. As of June 2014, all applications for the Federal Immigrant Investor Program and the Entrepreneur Program that were still in the backlog had been terminated. It was not necessary to make any changes to the Quebec Investor Program or Quebec Entrepreneur Program. Besides Canadian immigration, are there any other options? The CEC category, the Humanitarian and Compassionate Application, the Refugee Claims Process, as well as the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, are all options for obtaining Canadian permanent residency and citizenship. This class is known as the Canadian Experience Class, CEC. It is possible to immigrate permanently to Canada under the Canadian Experience Class (CEC), which is an immigration program that allows individuals who have worked in Canada for at least 1 year to do so. Application for humanitarian and compassionate purposes. The humanitarian and compassionate applications, also known as HNCS, are Canadian permanent residence applications that are submitted from within the country. They are intended for people who do not have legal status in Canada, but who have chosen to make the country their home nonetheless. Refugee reclamations. The Canadian Border Services Agency, CBSA, and Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, accept asylum claims from individuals at ports of entry and at inland offices. They must provide evidence as to why they are unable to return to their home country. The Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, AIP, is a federally funded program that aims to reduce illegal immigration in the region. In order to attract newcomers to the Atlantic provinces of New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador through the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, AIP, the federal government established the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. These provinces are able to fill labor shortages with immigrants who meet the qualifications and have relevant work experience. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.